Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been posting a lot, but I'm here, I'm back, and I'm back with a banger. A couple of days ago, I asked what kind of video you would like me to film, and a lot of you guys requested for an eyebrow tutorial. Now, let me tell you, boo, that you're about to learn some amazing eyebrow hacks. Eyebrows, they keep you in check. No matter how you look, if your eyebrows are not done right, girl, they really can bring a look together or make a look fall apart. I want this video to be informational yet chatty, if you know what I mean. I just love rambling about things, especially when it comes to makeup. Today, we're only gonna discuss about brows. I'm here to tell you that you can wear your brows however you want to. I started doing my brows when I was in 10th grade, which means 2010. So it's been 10 years that I've been doing my brows. I've also tried 4 different techniques to remove extra brow hair. I first tried threading, which was really painful, but I still do it today. Shut up! Nothing has ever worked for me as threading does. It gives long-lasting results. It is painful, but you get pain tolerant after a few years, and I've been doing it for 10 years. I think the precision of the hair removal is maximum while you thread. It's an ancient technique. They knew how to groom their brows. I don't do my brows by myself because I feel like if somebody else is looking at your brows, they're gonna be doing 10 times better than if you do it yourself. That's a little bit of a tip. If you really want to venture out on brow hair removal techniques, you should actually consult someone. Go to a professional. Another one is I've waxed my brows. Completely painless for me. However, I did not like how it looked. There was not much definition that I like. And the third brow removal technique that I still do when I'm running late or if I don't have enough time, I just pluck extra brow hair. But I do it a certain way where I don't over pluck, because your girl has been a victim of thin brows. Eyebrows go out of fashion and in fashion. It's crazy how much eyebrow changes throughout the decades, and also they're really trendy. For example, right now fluffy brows are in. It's kind of something that I just got accustomed to as a trend went on. I just tried a new trend and I fell in love with it. I don't know if this is gonna work in the next maybe 2 years or 5 years, but I'm definitely over the super carved Instagrammable brows. That was 2015. And another tool that I like to use is facial shaving razor. So it has a cap and a little blade that removes your hair very gently, but I wouldn't recommend you to start this one first because you need a very steady hand for it. Now let's get on with the whole process of brows. I like my routine that I figured out. If you don't like this, it's okay. No hard feelings, but I'm here to show you my routine. Let's start. So there's gonna be 3 steps of brows. First one is gonna be location. The second one is gonna be lathering. And the third one is gonna be loading. So I'm gonna explain you quite in detail what these 3 steps include. So let's start off with the first one. So location is the first step to my brows. No one's brows are similar in shape, texture, or even thickness of the brows. The 3 main locations of the brows we're going to talk about is the start of the brow, the arch of the brow, and the end of the brows. Everybody's nose and nostril shapes are so different. This is the bulb of the nose. I like to place my brusher and just vertically see where my brow starts, and it should start from the end of the bulb of the nose, which is this area, and here. I can see that I have a little bit of filling to do over here, and over here it's fine. Like even the smallest sparse hairs in the front make a big difference. Usually you have to measure it from the bulb of your nose up to the brows. I think I'm missing a few hairs over here, but that's okay. Like you can fill them in with light brush strokes. Now the middle of the brow. Most people have an arch in the brows, and even if you have like very straight looking brows, you would have a slightest amount of arch present there. You want to take the end of the nostril and cross directly over the center of the eyeball So that's where your arch is supposed to be, which is where my arch is. End of the nostril, which is here, not the nose bulb, and center of the eyes, and all the way to the arch. So this is where the arch should be. And now let's get onto the end of the brow. So end of the nostril again, line it up with the end of your eyes, end of the nostril and end of the eyes. So this is where my eyebrow should end of the nostril, end of the eye. And that's okay, even if you have the slightest hair, that is fine. So that's the three main locations, the three main placements of the brows done. Another thing is that if your center of the brows are too wide apart, your face looks very separated and wide. If you have the center of the eyebrows very close together, your face would look much narrower. Okay, on to the second step now, and it is called lathering it up. Why lather, you might ask? We're literally using a soap for our brows. For those of you who don't know what soap brows are, they are cheap, they are highly effective, better than any eyebrow gel could ever do. It's one step further than an eyebrow gel. Eyebrow gel never works for me. For example, I have this one. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's a clear brow gel. Even though it keeps my brow hair up, they're not in place throughout the day, if you know what I mean. I feel like a lot of people are inclined to try soap brows because it's, again, very cheap and affordable. You can literally spray. Let me show you how I do this. So what you do is take a clear brow soap. It has to be clear, and some MAC Fix Plus. You can use any setting spray or anything just to wet like the surface of it. So kind of like this. And you want to take your spoolie and do a few swipes like this, so it coats to the brush. And this spoolie is from Morphe and it is M158. I always use this for brows. What I love about this spoolie is that it has a brow pencil end on one side and a spoolie on one side. All you have to do is brush your brow hair as further. Now you might wonder, what kind of spoolie do I use? These ones are disposable, but what you see is that this one is so tiny, tinier than this one. I love how you can just quickly lay the eyebrow hair so they don't look super intense. So the tinier the spoolie, the more control you're gonna have for laying the eyebrow hair down. So brows are so easy to do. You will take a little bit of time if you're trying it for the first time to get adjusted to the look. Some people love it, some people hate it. I never thought I'd love it so much. It gives such a natural look. It also helps to lift the brows a little bit more, look much more fuller. And our last point is loading. Loading means you can literally use any eyebrow product. It can be an eyebrow powder, it can be an eyebrow pomade, it can be an eyebrow pen, and it can be an eyebrow pencil. I've tried most of these and I sometimes prefer one over the other because it depends on what look I'm doing. But my go-to is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. Now I would recommend you to use one shade lighter than your actual hair. So I use dark brown because if I use something really dark, it's gonna make my eyes look like Sharpie brows, and we do not want that. I also found that powders actually last the longest, and this shade that I use is called Ebony Brow Powder Duo by Anastasia Beverly Hills. You can use any formula that you like and what you think suits you, but the bottom line is how much should you use and where to start from. So let me demonstrate what I do. Now obviously these are just filled with eyebrow pencil, but what I do is never start from the center. Always start from the middle of the arch and the tail of the brows. Be very light-handed with this. All you want to do is just do gentle strokes, just filling in some gaps that I have. Fill in some sparse spaces from the center to the arch. When it comes to filling this center of the brows, you want to take a very light hand and do upward strokes. This technique is like mimicking the brows so it doesn't look too drawn in, because you do not want to draw like a rectangle. And then I'm just gonna brush it so it looks less harsh. And what I like to do is take some amount of powder and press it in so it gives like the most natural looking fade. And yeah, I guess that is my brow routine done. If you really enjoyed this video and you thought it was helpful in any sort of way, please comment down below. I'd really appreciate it if you could also subscribe to my channel and also give a thumbs up. Honestly, I feel like YouTube is my platform. This is where I want to show the real side of makeup, where I was always meant to produce my creative work, platform to really show your personality and produce your creative work in your own way, teach, make other people aware, even learn so much. Anyways, this was me rambling. Hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you guys super soon with another video.